Welcome all to one day national webinar on role of academia, industry, research interaction in science and technology for Vikasit Bharat. For this session, we are having Captain Dr. Yasti Gaikwad sir, Senior Professor, Department of Chemistry, Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar, and Dr. R.S. Ramteke, Principal of our college, as a chairperson of this inaugural ceremony. Within 2 minutes, we will start the inauguration session.
Good morning to one and all present here. Myself Khushbu Jaiswal, and it is an absolute honor to welcome you all to this prestigious national webinar on role of academia, industry and research interaction in science and technology for Vikasit Bharat, organized by the Department of Chemistry, GS Tompe Arts, Commerce and Science College, Chandur Bazar, affiliated with Santa Gadge Baba Amravati University, in collaboration with Sri R.R. Lahoti Science College, Morshi, J.D. Patil Samludkar Mahavidyalay, Daryapur, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule College, Bhatpuli, Jagadamba Mahavidyalay, Achalpur, Sri Vasantrao Naik Mahavidyalay, Dharni, Arts, Science and Commerce College, Chikaldara, Vinayak Vignan Mahavidyalay, Nandgaon, Khandeshwar, and SSKR Inani Mahavidyalay, Karanjala. We are privileged to have with us an esteemed gathering of dignitaries, scholars, and researchers from across the nation. So today's webinar will explore the vital role that academia, industry, and research play in advancing science and technology for a progressive India. So before we begin, It is now my privilege to welcome and introduce the distinguished personalities gracing this occasion. So I orally welcome our chairperson, Dr. R.S. Ramteke sir, principal of our institution. Then I orally welcome the inaugurator of today's webinar, highly esteemed academician, Captain Dr. S.T. Gaikwad, Senior Professor, Department of Chemistry, BAMU, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. Welcome, sir. I
Thank
also
you.
welcome Dr. Danaji V. Zavde, sir, Assistant Professor, RD, National College, Mumbai. Dr. Nitin Patil, sir, Lead Research Scientist, UPL Limited, Mumbai, and Dr. Nitin Lad, sir, Senior Group Leader, Synthetic Chemistry, IMBIO Limited. Then I orally welcome to the respected heads of Department of Chemistry from our collaborating colleges of today's webinar, and I orally welcome to all the faculty members of all institutions, research scholars and students who join us with today. So now I would like to invite a respected Dr. N.D. Gawade sir, convener of today's webinar, for introduction of today's guest.
Welcome all. Welcome all. Inaugurator of this one-day international webinar, Captain Dr. S.T. Gaikwad sir, Senior Professor, Department of Chemistry, Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Sambhajinagar. Chairperson of this session, inauguration session, Dr. R.S. Ramteke, Principal of our college, and all the head of departments of different colleges who are collaborating with us, all my dear colleagues and friends and students. Actually, we have organized this webinar, the role of academia, industry and research interaction in science and technology for Vikasit Bharat. Actually, the motto behind this theme is that the student from UG and PG backgrounds and from research, they interact with different persons from academics, different person from research background, and different persons from industry. And it will be helpful for them to motivate and to get a path in upcoming life. So the motto is very simple for this one-day webinar, that the student from rural background, student from weak families, farmers' families, they must get the information about what is happening in industries, what is happening in the research, and what are the different prospects of the academic field. So I think this motto is enough for for the boost up their confidence and to boost up their vision. So with this, I stop and thank you all for joining this one-day national webinar.
Thank you, sir. So now I would like to invite respected Dr. S.S. Barande sir, organizing secretary of today's webinar, for introduction of today's inaugurator, Captain Dr. S.T. Gaikwad sir.
Thank you, Khushbu. Good morning to one and all. It is an honor to introduce our esteemed inaugurator, Captain Dr. Suresh Gaikwad, a senior professor in Department of Chemistry at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. With 35 years teaching experience and 26 year of research experience, Dr. Gaikwad sir has made remarkable contribution to inorganic chemistry, coordination chemistry, nanotechnology, and catalyst. Beyond academia, he has held significant administrative role, including Registrar, Director of Student Welfare, Head of the Department of Chemistry at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University. Sir has also been a NCC officer as a captain and key significant various university committee. Dr. Gaikwad sir has been recognized with several prestigious awards, including the Vishwa Nayak Kranti Prerna Puraskar, Guru Gaurav Awards, and Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Honor Awards. With over 96 research paper published and 70 conference attended and 3 books authors, he continued to driving force to significant scientific research and education. We are privileged to have him inaugurated for this webinar. Sir, we warmly invite you to share your thoughts and officially inaugurate the session. Thank you.
Now, to officially commence this enlightening session, I request our inaugurator, Captain Dr. S.T. Gaikwad, sir, to inaugurate the webinar and share a few words of it.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. So, good morning to one and all. Once again, I welcome you all for this international one-day online webinar, which is being conducted by GS Tompe Arts, Commerce and Science College, Chandur Bazar, district of Amravati, with the collaboration of different prestigious colleges from that area. And the theme of this international one-day webinar is role of academia, industry and research interaction in science and technology for Vikasit Bharat. So first of all, I appreciate for organizing such a type of one-day international webinar, and definitely I hope this will be very helpful for the student community, teachers community and overall all the participants, because very distinguished guest you have been invited for this particular international webinar, and those distinguished guests, they are having a experience in this particular aspect. One of the distinguished guests is alumni of our department, Dr. Dhanaji Zawale, and he visited many countries abroad, and that is for the purpose of academia and research, and along with industrial experiences, and even other two guests, uh, that is Dr. Nitin Lad and Dr. Nitin Patil is also will be giving you a very nice experiences regarding these aspects. So whatever you have organized this one day webinar, so chairperson of this webinar and who is the president of this society, Mr. Bhaskar Dada Tompe, chief guest Dr. Vijay Tompe, Dr. R.S. Ramteke, who is the principal of this college, and those have taken the efforts to organize this webinar, convener and my friend Dr. Nanda Kishore Gawle sir, organizing secretary who introduced me just now, Dr. S.S. Uberhande, and all the members, those have taken lot of efforts for conducting this webinar, Dr. P.P. Chaudhary, Dr. N.S. Dikshit, Mr. P.R. Yevle, Mr. Y.N. Charjan, Mr. S.U. Ahir, and all the organizing committee members. So once again, I welcome all the participants for this particular one-day international webinar. As just now Nanda Kishore Gawle gave the introduction regarding this webinar, and I must say a few words about this particular aspect, as we are looking towards the role of research and innovation in shaping Atmanirbhar Bharat, and which is called as a Vikasit Bharat. And this is a dream of our country, particularly the dream of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Research and innovation are key drivers in realizing India's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Vikasit Bharat, and by transforming academic discoveries into entrepreneurial ventures, researcher can lead India growth towards self-reliance and global leadership. So, with respect to this particular theme, we'll have to look forward for Vikasit Bharat. So, it's my great pleasure to declare the inauguration of this one-day international webinar is inaugurated. I am very happy to be a part of this international webinar, one-day international webinar. So, just I want to put before you, because distinguished guests, they will deliver all the aspects, and that is particularly the role of academician, role of industry person, and role of researcher. And they will be definitely talking on the focus point of these three, or the various roles of academia, industry, and research. And I must put before you some of the aspects. When we look to the academia or the role of academia, we should focus on some of the important points. First one is the knowledge generation and skill development. Educational institutions are vital for producing skilled professionals and researchers who can drive innovation and economic growth. Second point is regarding the academia, curriculum alignment. Curriculum is very important. Academia institutions need to align their curricula with industry needs to ensure graduate and equipped with the skill demanded by the job market. Third point, we'll have to focus on research and innovation. Universities and research institutions are the engines of knowledge, creation, and innovation, contributing to technological advancement and solution for societal challenges, whatever challenges are in front of society. Next point regarding the role of academia is promoting inclusivity. Higher education should be made more inclusive. This is the need of an hour. Ensuring that all the section of society, including marginalized group, benefit from educational advancement. And last but not the least, but very important point, that is global competitiveness. Indian universities should strive to improve their global standing through collaboration, research alliances, and raising standards. So these are the five very principal points of academia, and academician, they must focus on all these 5 points. Now we'll come to the role of industries. Industries may have very crucial and very significant role, like innovation and technological advancement. Industries plays a crucial role in translating research findings into practical applications and driving technology innovation. Next point regarding the role of industry are skill development and training. Training can partner with academia to provide internship, apprenticeship, and other training program to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical skills. If you look very seriously to the NEP 2020, so all these aspects are expected, and without that we cannot proceed. Another point regarding the role of industry, as per my view and as per the view of very eminent experts, investment in research and development. It is a very important aspect. Encouraging private sector investment in research and development is essential for fostering innovation and economic growth. Another important and significant point regarding the role of industry is collaboration with academia. There must be a very nice collaboration with academician and industry itself. Strong industry academia partnership are crucial for addressing societal and industrial need, bolstering India R&D ecosystem. So this is the last but very important point, that is collaboration in between academia and industry. And according to this webinar, I must focus on the role of third and important criteria, that is research, role of researcher. Role of researcher may be having four important aspects or four significant aspects. First one is addressing societal challenge. They must be able to address the societal challenge, whatever societal challenges are there as on today. Like research plays a vital role in finding solution in India's socio-economic challenges such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. So these 3 points must be focused by researcher. That is poverty, inequality, and climate change. Next point is driving innovation and economic growth. Research and development, as we are calling it R&D, are crucial for fostering innovation, creating new industries, and boosting economic growth. Next point regarding the researcher, or on which point they should be focused, and that is developing indigenous technology. Investing in research and development can lead to the development of indigenous technology and solutions that are relevant to India's specific needs as on today. What are the needs of India as on today? So they will have to focus on this. And the main important point, that is building a supportive ecosystem for this aspect. And in what way building and supportive ecosystem is expected? Creating an ecosystem that encourages collaboration between academia, industry, and government is crucial for achieving the object to Vikasit Bharat. So unless and until we are expected to achieve this goal, that is Vikasit Bharat 2047, which is a dream of our country, unless and until we are not focusing on all these points, we will not proceed or will not be get succeeded in this aspect. If you want to succeed, so we'll have to focus on these three aspects, and collaboration in between academia, researcher, and industry is must. So to have a nice collaboration or to proceed for the Vikasit Bharat 2047, as this college is organizing this one-day international webinar, and a very distinguished guest, very nice person. They are going to deliver the lectures on this particular aspect, and I hope you will be very happy to listen them. And I am having full confidence that one day international webinar will be a grand success. And I wish you all the best. And I am thankful for being a part and parcel of this particular webinar as an inaugurator. And thank you, organizing team, for inviting me. Thanks once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wishes and for your insightful address and for setting the perfect tone for today's discussion. Thank you very much. Then I request our chairperson, Dr. R.S. Ramteke, sir, principal of our institution, to share a few words with us.
नमस्कार. GS टोम्पे आर्ट कॉमर्स अँड सायन्स कॉलेज प्राचार्य या नाते मी सर्वांचे खूप खूप स्वागत करतो. या सेमिनारला उपस्थित डॉक्टर ST गायकवाड सर, सीनियर प्रोफेसर अँड हेड VM संभाजीनगर, हे इनॉग्रेटर म्हणून मी त्यांचं खूप खूप स्वागत करतो. डॉक्टर जावडे सर, डॉक्टर पाटील सर, डॉक्टर लाड सर हे मार्गदर्शक म्हणून या वेबिनारला लाभलेले आहेत. त्यांचं सुद्धा महाविद्यालयाच्या तर्फे मी खूप खूप स्वागत करतो. आज नॅशनल वेबिनार ऑन रोल ऑफ द अकॅडमी, इंडस्ट्री and Research in Science and Technology for विकसित भारत या वेबिनारचे आयोजन करण्याचा हेतू म्हणजे शिक्षणाचा संशोधन व औद्योगिकीकरणाला उपयोग होय. या वेबिनारच्या निमित्तानं शिक्षणानंतरच्या संशोधनातील संधी व इंडस्ट्रीजमध्ये प्लेसमेंटच्या संध्या काय आहेत ते समजून येते. या वेबिनारला डॉक्टर टी गायकवाड सर यांनी आपला वेळात वेळ काढून आमच्या या वेबिनारचे उद्घाटक म्हणून उपस्थित झाले, त्याबद्दल मी महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने खूप खूप त्यांचं स्वागत करतो. आणि या वेबिनारच्या निमित्ताने जे मार्गदर्शक आहेत त्यांची सर्व विद्यार्थी प्राध्यापक यांना आवाहन करतो की याचा फायदा त्यांनी घ्यावा. आणि मी सर्वांचा खूप खूप धन्यवाद करून माझे 2 शब्द संपवतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you very much, sir. Here our inauguration of webinar is ended now. Moving forward, let us now dive into the core sessions of today's webinar. Our speakers are expert in their respective fields, and I am certain that their insights will provide us with invaluable knowledge. So now we move forward to the heart of our webinar, the speaker session. So to introduce our first esteemed speaker, I invite Mr. Kishore Shelki sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule College, Bhatkuli, to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Dhanaji V. Javde sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, ma'am. Can you audible me?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Very good morning to all of you. I am Mr. Kishore Shelke, working as an assistant professor in a Department of Chemistry at Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Commerce Science and Vittal Rao Raut Arts College, Bhatkoli, District, Amravati. It is my privilege to introduce distinguished speaker Dr. Dhanaji Vasantarao Javde as our research person. Respected sir is currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry at R&D National College, Bandra West, Mumbai, Maharashtra. Dr. Javde sir completed his BSc in 2005 from RP College, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. He was also completed his MSc in Organic Chemistry in 2007 from same university. In the year 2005, he got Eklavya Merit Scholarship, which was awarded by the Government of Maharashtra, India during the MSc program. Sir also completed his PhD degree in 2011 from same university. He also got postdoctoral grant in the year 2013 by the Center for the Promotion of Advancement Research, and in 2019 he awarded by prestigious Make Our Plant Great Again postdoctoral fellowship sponsored by the President of France to conduct groundbreaking research at the prestigious University Paris-Saclay in France. This is remarkable achievement. It is testament to a deep commitment to environmental and scientific advancement. As far the research work is concerned, he has a total 38 research publication and patent with more than 10 impact factor. He has more than 10-year teaching as well as research experience. It is greater pleasure for all of us to have such great personality with us. Now, I request Dr. Javde sir to guide us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good morning to all. Thank you very much for inviting me as a speaker in our reputed college. Thank you very much for the nice introduction from Shelke sir. I'm also grateful to Gavane sir. He invited me to deliver my talk and all faculty members and principals sir. So today I will give a short presentation on what is the role of science, which type of the opportunities, which type of efforts has to take, how to become a successful person for the coming years. So shall I share my screen?
So, of course, yes, yes, sir.
So I think it is showing like disabled share, post disabled attending screen sharing.
Host done. Yes, you are a co-host of the meeting.
It is showing disabled share, post disabled attendee screen sharing.
Just a minute, sir.
Okay.
Co-host, host, just a minute, sir. 2 minutes only.
No, no problem. Take your time.
Yes, sir. You can share now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay, thank you. So again, thank you very much. The topic is very interesting and applied. So our role of academia, industry, and research. So three, these are the basic pillar in the science and technology, and for growing the development of our country. And this topic is very useful. So, as many of our students after completion of their 12th, they have made or they are making the dream to become a doctor and engineer. Some of students are getting the chance to become a doctor and engineer, and some of them not. And they are taking admission in science, commerce, and another fields. But the God has given the golden chance to become a very successful people. As we know that if we have certain diseases, for example, if we are getting some temperature, if we are getting some cough, we are going to visit the doctor. And doctor writing the medicine, For example, paracetamol, for example, cetirizine. So whatever the medicine he is writing on the prescription, that is discovered by the science people. And God has given a chance to become a scientist, to become a successful person. But to become a successful person, to become a scientist, to become a great person, it needs very hard certain efforts. For example, we have to come to the college regularly. We have to attend the lectures very regularly. We have to give the respect to the teacher. We have to give the
Sir,
attention to the classes, as
hello.
well as we have to make the good interaction with our teachers.
Sir,
Yes,
Dr. Javde sir, your
yes.
voice is not clear.
Now is clear.
Yes, yes.
Am I audible? No.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So we have to take some of the extra efforts because I also born in farmer family, no any education ground, very less money for running my family. So I completed my BSc and got a golden chance for getting my post graduation in Department of Chemistry, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. And today I am very fortunate. I am giving my talk with my respected sir, Gaikwad sir. We are going to meet with the sir. We are discussing our problems. We are discussing our thoughts. He has giving ideas. He has giving ideas for the innovation. He has giving guidance after completion of your PG in which field he has to enter. Then completed research and got different types of the opportunities to visit, to study in abroad, like developed country, France, United Kingdom, getting different types of the fellowships. From that fellowship, earning money as well as gaining knowledge. Both types of the practices were going on. And whenever we are going or in any other organization or in any colleges, we have to make our extra efforts, hard work, dedication. Then we'll become a successful people. So don't be sad. This is very nice opportunity, but you need extra efforts. So after completion of your graduation, after completion of your graduation, there are many fellowships are present. For example, for doing the study of the post graduation as well as the PhD in European all countries, this is Erasmus Mundus scholarships. They are giving about in between 1 lakh to 3 lakhs fellowship per month for their education as well as for the cost of stay in that particular study. So huge amount of money they are giving for education. No any money to give to the study. They are giving their own money for our education. As well as another fellowship is DAD. It is present in the Germany. If you want to study in Germany for post graduation as well as for the PhD or postdoctorate after completion of the PhD, this DAD fellowship is present in Germany. So you have to see their website and try to apply for that certain kind of the fellowships. Then another fellowship is the Newton International Fellowship. It is available for doing the study for the master as well as the BSc students. This is one of the very prestigious fellowship present in the United Kingdom. And since this has no unit tax, we can do our study, we can do our research, we can gain more knowledge Another is the Marie Curie Fellowship. It is for the master as well as the graduate students. So you have to see such kind of the fellowships. It is present in on the websites, and they have certain dates. We have to keep eye on this date, and during that particular time, have to apply for that certain fellowships. So such kind of the policies, they are present in abroad. They are giving their own money for doing our educations. So no any need to spend our money for education as well as to earn the extra money. Also, the government of India is also sponsoring so many fellowships. For example, this is CPPRA. I took the advantage of this fellowship for doing my postdoctoral study in the France. So whatever the institute present in the France and India, they have the collaborations. For example, IITs, where to see the mentor in Indian universities as well as in the IITs, ICERs, and where to see which professor has the good research background and accordingly where to search the mentor in the abroad. So government of India, they are giving the such kind of fellowship for promotion of their graduate, postgraduates as well as the postdoctoral study. If you want to study in USA, then this is the Fulbright fellowship. Again, it has the same process where to search the mentor in IITs, ICERs, or another CSR laboratories, and they will help to search the mentor in the abroad. If you want to study in Australia, this is the Dr. Abdul Kalam International Postgraduate Scholarship. It is in collaboration with the University of Sydney. As well as another is the Commonwealth Scholarship for the developing country. It has the collaboration with the United Kingdom. So there are many funding is available in abroad for growing our knowledge, for growing our research, for growing our study. Just we have to keep the eye on there and apply for the fellowships. So this is for boosting our career, for gaining our knowledge, and for gaining the money. A lot of different types of the fellowship projects. But when it is possible, we have to complete our graduation as well as the post graduation with good knowledge, good marks, with better skills. So after completion of your graduation as well as the post graduation and PhD, postdoctorate, there are different types of the opportunities present in the market. In the energy sector, for example, this is ONGC as well as the Indian Oil, Hindustan Petroleum, and in abroad there are the British Petroleum, Total Energies. In all the energy sectors, there is a demand of the science people. So we have to go to their career section and to see which type of the vacancies are available there, and accordingly you have to apply. Halliburton, it is the one of the industries. They are creating cements for the to construct the buildings. So in cement industries also we have the ample scope. We have to go on the website, check their career section and apply for the jobs. As there are many pharma industries present in India as well as the abroad. For example, Pfizer, it is one of the biggest, Cipla, Lupin, Unichem, Ranbaxy, Merck. So in these industries, they have the more career development for the master as well as the PhD students. If you will get the qualification in analytical chemistry, organic chemistry, they have scope in the research and development and in the analytical sections. A- And we can get the advantage for getting the job as well as we can increase our the depth of the knowledge. Another brand is the L'Oreal. It is from the cosmetic sectors, shampooing, in their in that particular industries has also the more scope for getting the job. In paint, dyes industries, also the tremendous opportunities for the student, as well as in the polymer, plastic, rubber. So the opportunities are present in the market. But for getting the opportunities, we need certain training, we need good knowledge, and we need the good education. So first we have to take that good education, then the opportunities will get automatically. And I will explain in short how the knowledge, how the science is important for developing the challenges in the society. Whatever the problems coming in the society, we have to consider that problem, we have to do the research, and we have to try to solve the problems. So basic sciences playing very important for the base for all the research. So as we know that currently in the energy sector there are a lot of challenges. So in short, I will explain what is the role of science and how to overcome that challenges. So as just sir mentions, whatever the human beings present on our planet, they develop 17 different types of the goal for the sustainable development. And out of this sustainable development, there are many goals which are comes from the category of the energy and environmental sector, like climate change and whatever the existing energy sources, how to overcome that obstacle by using the newer technology. So such kind of study, the basic sciences students as well as the researchers, they are doing and they are overcoming that kind of the challenges. So first we have to see the problems, then we have to apply our knowledge, we have to do the research, and from the research, whatever the outcomings are coming from that outcomings, we have to apply for the society for their good life and better. So as we know that whatever the energy sources we are using, like petroleum, natural gas, coal, nuclear power, and renewable energy. So from all these energy sources, they are based on the hydrocarbon based. So they have the hydrogen and carbon. And after combustion of these energy resources, there is the tremendous amount of the evolution of the carbon monoxide as well as the carbon dioxide. And because of this evolution of these gases, it has the adverse effect on the environment. So, what are that adverse effect? It is coming or it will come. Firstly, the science people they are discovering, and for example, this Carl Edward Sagan, he we are able to find the global warming. It will come after like 20 years. He made the conference in around like 1987, and nowadays we are challenging lot of challenges because of this the global warming. So I will give its short video how he was talking about the global warming.
Sir, it is not audible.
it audible?
No, sir, no.
Not yet.
Dr. Zavade. Hello, Dr. Zavade.
Is it audible?
Speaker's voice is not audible. Speaker's voice is
One
not
second.
audible. Whatever video you are showing.
Is it audible now?
Not it.
Is it audible, sir?
Hello?
Is it audible?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
काहीच आवाज नाही.
Hello. My voice is audible?
Yes, sir, your voice is audible.
Sorry.
Yes, sir, audible.
My presentation is visible here.
Yes, sir, visible.
So, yeah, the Carl Edward, he has given the speech in the United States in 1987 about the climate change, and whatever he had kept his thought, nowadays that thoughts are in truth because the global warming is going on and the temperature of Earth is increasing day by day. So the science plays very important. What are the changes coming and what will happen? So, what type of the ideas we have to put in front of the society to control the challenges? Then, how to minimize the use of this climate change? How to minimize the climate change? How to decrease the global warming? So, we have to focus whatever the carbon dioxide or monoxide coming from the industry, how to utilize and what are the alternative energy sources for the zero carbon emission energy. Then, as we know that from the industry there is tremendous amount of the carbon dioxide is coming. So, if you able to catch this carbon dioxide by using some of the catalyst, and if you able to make the value added building blocks chemicals like methane, formic acid, urea. So such kind of the chemicals has very important role in the pharmaceutical industry, in the pesticides, in rubber industries. So we can convert this carbon dioxide to the different types of the chemicals. So this is the one of the way to avoid the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. But to carry this kind of the transformation, to develop, discover the ne- catalyst or to convert this carbon dioxide to the important chemicals, there is the need of the science students. Another is energy sources, whatever the existing, they have the zero carbon energy resources, but they are dependent on the climate. For example, solid biofuels, solar, and wind, hydro, but they all depend on the climate. As we know that this hydrogen is very smallest element, and it is non-toxic, non-carcinogenic gas. But though it is the small, but it is a big player for the energy generation. And if the engine it will burn this hydrogen, it has the zero gas emission, so no any carbon dioxide it will come. So we have to discover such a energy sources. It should have the zero gas emission, and we have to apply our knowledge, we have to apply our thinking to discover such kind of the energy resources. Again, uh, there is also problem how to store this hydrogen gas, and how to carry this hydrogen gas. I'm not going in detail about this one. But as we know that the water has the chemical formula H2O, it has two hydrogen and one oxygen. If you are able to break this water molecule into the hydrogen and oxygen, and if you are able to separate it, then there is the formation of hydrogen, and this formation of the hydrogen can utilize as the energy sources. And there are so many different types to generate this hydrogen from the water molecule, like thermochemical water splitting, electrolysis water splitting, photoelectrical or photocatalytical. But will that is the electrolysis water splitting, it is the more convenient way to produce the hydrogen. And the hydrogen is can be stored as a compressed gas, but to store again hydrogen, it is also great challenge because it required more high value. Also, we can convert this hydrogen to the liquid, but forgetting like minus 253 degrees centigrade temperature, it is also challenging. Uh, there are also certain forms of hydrogen present in the solid form of this, like this La and I5H6. So we can store the hydrogen in the solid form. There are the different types of the hydrogen. How they evaluated from that particular source, they are categorized into gray hydrogen, blue hydrogen, uh, turquoise hydrogen, and green hydrogen. The green hydrogen it is the best, and I will show how this green hydrogen it is generated in the UK in the small town, and how they are utilizing for the houses. So the role of science is to separate this hydrogen from the water molecule by using the knowledge, by using the process of the electrolysis, and how the knowledge is converted to the applicable thing, how they are going to the industries on the large scale, and finally how are getting the money. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Are you getting this now?
No sir, sound nahi.
Are you visible this screen?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Are you visible this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this company is able to convert this water molecule to the hydrogen, how the technology is going to transfer, and after getting transformation of the technology, and how the hydrogen it is going to supply to the home, and how they are making the money. So all are interconnected to each other, and science is playing very important role behind of this. So basic sciences has more scope in this year, coming year, and it will be remain in future also. So hydrogen is playing important role in terms of energy as well as the economy, because hydrogen has a tremendous amount of energy. For the 546 million tons need of this hydrogen in 2050, and it will replace 13.26 billion barrels of petroleum. So 13.26 billion barrels of petroleum is equal to the 546 billion tons of the hydrogen. So hydrogen has the tremendous amount of the energy. And what is our contribution for this hydrogen energy? When I was doing my research, I was able to separate this hydrogen from the water molecule, and how it is important for the separation. We did the basic research, and this basic research is now the engineering people, they are doing the work on it, and they are making the ink uh, as a catalyst, and they were able to transfer this technology from the laboratory to the engineering scale. This work I did in Paris, and this project it was sponsored by the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, and we were able to publish the very good paper in the international journal. And finally, thank you for listening very silently, and thank you for the inviting. If you have any question, you can write the email, or you can ask to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. To To introduce our second esteemed speaker, I invite Mr. Sheikh Sir, Head of Department of Chemistry, Sri Vasantrao Naik Mahavidyalaya Dharni, to introduce our second speaker, Dr. Nitin Patil Sir.
I am audible, ma'am.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Welcome to dignitaries, honorable professor and teachers, and my dear friends, and one and all gentlemen, to the webinar Role of Academia, Industry and Research Interaction in Science and Technology for Viksit Bharat, in context to skill development, internship and projects, funding and resources, policy and strategy development, sustainable goals, networking and knowledge center, interdisciplinary research, and global competency. My name is Mr. Ahmad Sheikh from the Department of Chemistry, Sri Vasantrao Naik Mahavidyalaya Dharani. It's my pleasure to introduce a renowned person, Dr. Nitin Ramdas Patil sir, for this session to interact and enrich our audience for Viksit Bharat. Dr. Nitin Ramdas Patil sir, a lead research scientist in SCUB Division UPL Limited, Mumbai. Sir, Dr. Patil sir, involved in the business development activities like customer support, costing, and RPF evaluation. And again, sir also developed various kinds of sulfurized isobutylenes, high sulfurized isobutylenes, and sulfurized diisobutylenes, additives based lubricants. And again, sir also developed various customized lubricant additives for various customers like Lubrizol India Private Limited, then Chemical Corp Germany, Chemipex FZE Dubai UAE, and several companies in India and abroad also. Sir also worked in Reliance Industries Limited from March 2015 to August 2017 as a research scientist, R&D Reliance Technology Group. Sir achieved Team Excellence Award in April 2012 by Syngin International Limited and also awarded JRF in October 2006 and SRF in 2008 by TEQIP program. Sir also qualified GATE for engineering in chemical science in 2006 also. Sir has a huge experience of 14 years in R&D, kilo lab scale up and bulk manufacturing also. And sir capable to work independently or as a team with excellent leadership qualities, possess flexible and adaptive attitude with ability to perform under crunch situations. Again, sir published national and international publications in different renowned journals, and sir also published a patent on novel compositions for veterans. And sir has a much more technical skills which handles different types of reagents which are not easy in handling in industry as well as the research laboratories. Sir have diverse experience in all this area of synthesis and the polymers also. Sir again handle the different types of instruments like a DSC, TJ, FTIR, NMR, SAME, TAME in different areas. And again, sir are well organized, innovative, proactive, dynamic, and result-oriented professional with more than 14 years of experience in R&D. And again, the sir now are available for us. Oh, I am audible, sir?
Yeah. You audible.
Okay, sir.
So,
Now the sir are available for us to enrich our audiences with diverse fields in the science and technology to enrich our students and our faculties also. Now,
thanks for the
today, Dr.
introduction.
Nitin Patil sir will be sharing their insights on science and technology for Viksit Bharat. That most important for all of us today. I am sure that we will find their presentation and speech informative, engaging, and thought-providing. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for the introduction. So, hope I am audible to all.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, thanks for the nice introduction.
Sir,
Sir.
Patil sir, you are not audible.
Sorry. Now I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are
Okay.
audible.
Sorry. Nice introduction, and I am happy to share my experience with you all. And it is good initiative by GS Tompe College for the connecting the academia with the research institute and also the industry, so that the students who are getting this education from their respective streams are aligned for their experience to share with the various people, and even how they are getting benefited with their education. So this kind of interaction is required, and when we have completed our graduation and post graduation, that time this type of interactions are not important. So I am very happy to share my experience with you all, and I have prepared one presentation. And earlier speaker Javle sir has given very nice and elaborative description on the how industry is working, what are the technical problems are there, what are current issues, and how the industry and how academia can be collaborated to get the desired business, or even we can call it as a sustainable growth of the world. So he has covered almost all the points, but I will just cover how it is important that which skills are required and which are the opportunities are there and which are the divisions and which are the organizational facets are there where you can work, and with your skill which are the opportunities are there, that I will just cover in my presentation. And I have prepared very limited slide presentation, that is 2 slides only. So if anything is required and if you want you have any concern or any question, then you just ask me in between also. So I will just share my presentation. Actually, I'm not able to share the presentation. Can you just see? It is showing that
होस्ट केलं का कोणाने
Sir, you can share your PPT.
Okay, thank you. Hope my presentation is visible now to all.
No, sir, it is not visible.
Okay. Now is it visible?
It is. Yes.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
त्यांच्याकडून ठरवा ना. त्यांच्याकडून
Okay, so now it is full screen visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is overall my academic background and my work profile, what I have done. So I have completed my BSc from the Jizamata College, Buldana, and I just wanted to give this brief because anyway this person has given my background, academic background, but how I came and how we got opportunities, that I will just brief in this. So I have completed my BSc in biology from the Jizamata College, Buldana, and I have completed my MSc from UMU College, Amravati. And after the MSc, actually, we are not aware of what kind of opportunities are there, but our seniors are there in various institute, and few seniors are there in the industry. So they guided us to go and just explore the opportunities in industry. So when I completed my MSc, that time I have not done a B.Ed or M.Ed, anything I have not done. And our professor Vododkar sir has guided us that to you just explore the opportunities of the industry, and few of our senior also explored opportunities in academic. So both are required. So he guided us very strongly that if you have a skill of a good experimentation, then you can explore the opportunities of industry. So I joined NCL, National Chemical Laboratory, Pune, and there I have completed the project assistantship under the guidance of Professor M.G. Kulkarni, and that was the turning point for my overall growth till date. So when I joined there, so from a rural background and from the MSc, I have first time prepared my email ID. So it was really surprising that in 2005 only I have just made my email, and then I joined this organization, and everything was exciting for me. When I joined there, that time I came to know that this textbook chemistry, how it can be implemented, how it can be experimentized, and how it will be useful for the industry. So during that period, I came across various researchers in the NCL, and then I started my journey as a researcher there only. But when I have qualified the GATE exam, that time I joined Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai, for PhD education under the guidance of Professor Samant in chemistry department. So when we joined that time, we don't have any fellowship, but we have worked on the industrial project, and there we got the fellowship, and our research has started. But that time, lot of our seniors are also involved in the PhD and researcher. So the environment of that particular institute is more important to to ignite something in you so that you will work very hard, and whatever environment is there, that will initiate some or that will explore something which will be hidden in you. So most of the time what I have observed, that the students which are from the rural background, like our Vidarbha and all this region, those who are very good in the experiment, but they are not good in the talkative, and they are not good in group discussion, but still they have good opportunities because we have very good knowledge of chemistry and even hardworking attitude, and all this is there with us. So don't worry, whatever you have, that is not having with these people, those who are in Pune or Mumbai. So struggling attitude, then hardworking attitude, that will take you to through the very high level. So don't worry about that. And after completing my 1 year in the NCL, then I joined PhD. After completing my PhD, I got first offer in the Syngene International Limited. It is the contract research organization at Bangalore. It is Biocon company. So there I have learned so many things. So when I joined that time, I was not able to write email also, how to write a mail, how to communicate with the customer, all these things I learned there. But basic thing was there. It was very imbibed in me. That was the knowledge of chemistry and all technical knowledge and hardworking attitude. So it has taken me to the good level there. So that was the company which was producing the API, that is active pharmaceutical ingredients, and that are working for the various customers. So there I have worked in the custom synthesis and project management department for new chemical entities. And after completing 5 years at Bangalore, I joined Reliance Industries. In Reliance Industries, it was totally different area. It was a catalysis and ionic liquid synthesis and application in the industry. So this kind of work I have done in Reliance Industries. And in Reliance Industries also, I got good opportunities to interact with the people, then troubleshooting of the plants, how we have to deal with this. And during this, your attitude mainly take you to the very high level. So currently I am working as a lead research scientist in the specialty chemical business at UPL Limited. It is the basically agrochemical division, but our division is mainly in the pharma intermediates, then some specialty chemicals. So here I am just working as a lead R&D and technical support to sales and marketing. So I will just explain how means most of the time we have been guided that industry needs the people, but why industry needs the people, that I will just explain in this slide. So in this slide, hope my slide is changed now. Hello. Hope. Hello.
Hello, sir. You
Ah,
are
yeah.
audible.
Yeah, my slide is changed now.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
You
Okay.
can.
So basically, industry works on the principle that is supply and demand. So if you will see this slide, so here I just taken one example where how pharma industry is working, that I have just captured. It is not easy to capture within 30 minutes, but I will just try to explain this. So in our body, one organ is there, that liver. So most of the time you have seen that most of the peoples, they are suffering from the high level of cholesterol, so that they will get heart attacks and all this. So our liver has a potential to use the cholesterol and to break down that cholesterol into the bile acids. So bile acid is used for the digestion, particularly digestion of our and the fat dissolution. So this type of the function is driven by the liver through the cholesterol. So we can say that cholesterol is the raw material for making the bile acid, and bile acid is also required for our digestion purpose. So this is the one drug that is well called. So in this well called drug, it was first invented by the Geltex pharmaceutical. So how it is working, that I will just explain you. This drugs has the potential to bind the acids. So if you can see that this cholic acid and this another cholic acid is the composition of the bile acid. So this drug will capture the cholic acid. So once the cholic acid level or bile acid level decreases from the body, then again our hormones will trigger this liver to take the more cholesterol and break down that cholesterol into the bile acid. So this type of the cycle is going on continuously. So those who are suffering from the high level of cholesterol, so for them this drug is recommended. And once you will take this oral drug, that time this drug will bind our bile acids, and again liver will be triggered to produce more bile acids, and cholesterol is reduced from the body. So why I'm just showing this time to you, that this type of problems are there, and in the language of the industry we can call it as the person who is suffering from the high level of cholesterol, that person is our customer. So he is facing this problem. That's why we are here to make some type of the drugs, so that he can take that drug and he can use it. So like that industry will just work on developing some types of drugs. So this type of drug that is well called, that is developed by Geltex Pharmaceutical. So how they have developed? So they first came across the problem of high level of cholesterol, and they got some references and some previous literatures and everything about the drugs, and then they started their journey of developing the drugs. And during the development of the drugs, our role will start here, and that's why we are getting the job in industry. And in my next slide, I will just show you how industry will work, and what kind of the opportunities are there for us, so that you will be motivated. At least few people will get motivated that we have a lot of opportunities in industry. And this is one example of API, that is active pharmaceutical ingredient, but other compounds are also there, so that industry will be taking the persons, or they're taking these educated people into the organization, so that they will work for them and develop such kind of drugs or such kind of the molecules. This is one example of drug, but other industries are developing paints and all this. So basically the formulated compound is composed of the technical compound and the some other excipients. So based on these two combinations, we will get a particular combination which will be utilized by the customer, or which will be utilized by the industries. So I will just show in my next slide how industry will work. So first, I have shown you that why high cholesterol levels are for their people, they are making trouble, and why they need medication for that. So this type of problems are there in the world. So that type of the problems will be captured by the industry, and industry will take that project as a one target. So that target is our particular chemistry compounds, or we can call it as a target compound. And that target compound, the industry people will decide whether by literature search or by their internal knowledge how to develop that particular target. That industry will decide, and that course also they will decide. So if you can call it as API development program, so it will take almost 10 to 15 years to develop particular API and to come into the market. So this type of the progress and this type of the path forward will be there for the industry. So if you can call it as one cycle, so how it will works? So the customer will come, and they will show their troubles and all this. Then industry people will just see the business opportunity into that. So these people will parallelly work, and they will decide the path. So we'll get the target molecule. Sometimes target molecule is also not given, but problem is given. So that problem, it will be going through so many stages. So I have just captured here literature and internal knowledge sharing to get the target molecule. And from that, this type of the divisions will be started. That is R&D, that is research and development division. And this research and development division, it is the actual division, the people like us, chemists, then formulations division, then scientists, they are working to make or synthesize this kind of the molecules. And to support this type of the chemical activities, the analytical division is also required. So if you can call it as So by hand and hand, our chemists and analyticals people are working in R&D and ADL division. So this type of the opportunities are there. And once it is developed, so in lab scale 100 gram or 200 gram scale molecule is developed, and then we have to take it to the process development part. So in the process development, we will do the activities on kg scale. Then after process development, also process engineering division is also there. And process engineering, during process engineering, then process development part, safety division is also there, so that they will get the feel of the particular molecule, and they will also check the safety studies about the molecule. And based on that, if you see all this circle, so in all the parts, chemists, formulists, then the analysts and engineers, then business analysts, safety managers, procurement department, all these are required. So once it is finalized that process is developed, then process engineering studies are also completed, safety studies are also completed. In the safety studies, most of the reaction calorimetry will be done, and analytical development part also will be there. Then this after the cycle, this I will just skip some of the part, because in drug development other parts are also there, that is the toxicology study and all this. But I will just go through the parts where most of the our skills are required. So in manufacturing division, there are also chemists are required, some engineers are required, and most of the people are required. In manufacturing also, if we can see that manufacturing is supported by the procurement department, then analyst, then QC managers, QA managers, everybody is contributed to support this manufacturing division. And this quality, that is the quality control division is there, quality assurance division is there. But if you can call it all as a bird view of all these projects, then you can see that the all the activities are related to the related to the our skill only. So you can see that on right hand side, whatever the jobs are available for us, like the chemists are required, then formulation scientists are required, then analysts are required, engineers are required. And you can see that if chemist is the parent, or chemistry is the mother for all these jobs. So for the business analyst also, chemistry knowledge is required. So once you achieve the chemistry knowledge, and then you will be explored for the management studies like MBA and all this, so you can get the job of business analyst. And safety manager is also there. So these people also are having the chemistry background. Even procurement division is also required, and that procurement division is also having the MBA background and also the chemistry knowledge. Then one more division is there, that supply chain division. So supply chain division, what they will do, they will just procure the raw materials, they will monitor how the manufacturing is going on, then proper logistic is there or not, that also will be governed by the supply chain managers and supply chain team. And these project manager teams are there, that will monitor the complete project as a bird view. And then finally, ultimately, money is required to run all this show. So sales manager, marketing managers all required. And when we'll do the particular marketing of the any product, it may be the API molecule, it may be the specialty chemical, or whatever it may be. So all sales manager and marketing managers are the face of the company. They will showcase our product, how good it is, how good and how applicable it is. And then they will get some inputs from the customers. Suppose any customer is unhappy about the product, or he is having any complaint about the product, they will give some importance to they will give some inputs to the marketing and sales team. So this type of the inputs they will carry forward, and they will give it to the R&D team. So that R&D will again work on the particular problem, troubleshooting of the particular product, and then they will develop this product in such a way that the product will be a robust, the processes will be robust, and all this jugglery will be done to get the market share of the particular product. So this kind of the activities are planned to get a successful marketing of particular product. So why I'm just sharing all these processes to you, that how a person who has qualified by the chemistry graduate, postgraduate, PhD, and all this, they will get the job under these titles. That may be a senior manager, general manager, vice president, or whatever it may be, but they should be a person who qualified by the chemistry, or sometimes it is supported by the MBA degrees, and sometimes it is supported by the engineering degrees, whatever it may be. But there are lot of scope for the people, those who are taking the basic subject as a target. But in all the this type of the cycles, you should be a very knowledgeable person, so that you can drive the projects, you can do the troubleshooting easily, and ultimately you will get money also. So finally, you will be happy with your knowledge, and you will be happy with your remunerations. So this type of the how industry will works, that will give a whole perspective about this. And I'm sure that everybody understood the industry, how it is important. Because why I have taken this topic, because earlier when we was there in MSc, we were not aware of this one, that how our role will be there in the industry, how industry runs. So this kind of the requirement, or this kind of the knowledge is required at the initial stage of your education. So that's why I thought I will just give the perspective of industry. And most of the time, literature search and costing, everything, whatever the activities are required and whatever activities are there in the industry, all is required, and all is supported by the knowledge of the chemistry, knowledge of the engineering, knowledge of the business, knowledge of the analyst. Everything is required for the industry to grow, and to get the sustainable growth of industry and sustainable growth of the product. So with this, I just conclude my talk. So if anybody is having any question regarding this, you just free to talk and free to ask the questions.
Anyone have question?
Yeah. Javle sir has covered most of the points which are the relevance for the how to enter into the research.
Hello, Nitin.
Huh. Hello.
Hello,
But
Nitin.
yes, yes.
Hello,
Hello.
I am audible.
Yeah. You are audible.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Uh, what are the entry level qualifications for different positions in industry? So many of the students are joined here from UG background and PG background. So what are the basic need and qualification for the entry in industries?
Okay. So basic education is like BScs, MScs also, there are the entries, but more precisely I can talk about the qualities. So when we have seen that in R&D, so most of the good quality is like observations. So when you are coming for any designing of any experiment or starting any experiments, you should have a good quality of observation. Then you should have a good quality of writing your observations, and just connecting this observation to your chemistry knowledge, and to get
त्यातला फोन कर काय प्रॉब्लेम व्हायचा.
and this problem solving quality is also very much important. So you should not get frustrated with the problems. So whatever the problem is there, then you should target that problem with the challenging mindset. That
correct.
you should be a very challenging mindset, and opportunistic and positive mindset is required to crack any problem. So this type of the qualities are required, and hard working nature is also required, so that you will not get success in a single reaction. So now currently I'm just working on one project. We have completed almost 300 reactions, and after that 300 to 400 reactions, then only we got the success in particular reaction, and we cracked that problem. So this type of attitude is required. So you should be always motivated to crack the problem, and you should be motivated to get the result.
No,
Optimistic.
actually, what is the mindset of the ruler student? What are the mindset of the ruler student is here that they are not able to work in, they are supposed to be in their mind that industry is having, you have to spend more time and you are getting the less money. You have to work 10 and 12 hours. That are the some misconception of the rural area students.
No,
So
sir.
is then
Yeah. So I will just tell you that that is not the problem, because I will tell you from my mother institute, like Institute of Chemical Technology, we have taken the placement, and we have almost, there are 200 students are there, those who have applied for the particular position, and we have 7 positions open to recruit all these people. But to address all the people, we have taken one exam. From that exam, almost 80 student has passed. Then we have conducted group discussions, and with that group discussion, we have passed out some 20 students. And from that 20 student, we have to select 7 students. So you see the competition, that from 200 we have scrutinized and screened the students, and we got 7 students. But from that 7 student, surprisingly, we are not able to get one student who has passed the technical. Then we came to know that the student who has passed the group discussion, they are just good in the English, they are not good in the technical knowledge. Then again we came back and checked with the administration, and then we called the student, those who are good in technical. That time we came to know that the students which are not good in the GD, that is group discussion, they are good in the technical. And finally we have recruited the student which are good in technical, because ultimately industry needs the people, those who are working, and they will give and they will deliver the results. So this type of requirements are there. But I will tell you, even pay scale of the industry, the fresher who has passed MTech and MSc from the Institute of Chemical Technology, we have recruited these people at the annual salary of 8.5 lakh. So you imagine, the fresher engineer also will not get this type of the salary after post graduation. So that is not the possible, that is not the problem in industry to pay the people, but you should have that quality. Otherwise, nobody will pay you.
म्हणजे असं म्हणायला काही हरकत नाही की आपले लोक थोडे फक्त कॉन्फिडन्स मुळे मागे राहतात, अदरवाईज ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी खूप जास्त आहे इंडस्ट्रीज मध्ये.
ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज सर भरपूर आहेत, आणि मुलांना आहे ना, फक्त मोटिवेशन खूप कमी वाटतंय मला. कारण मी ज्यावेळेस MSc केलं, BSc केलं, त्यावेळेस मी माझे सिनियर कुठे आहेत, त्यांना कुठे इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये जॉब आहेत, त्यानंतर त्यांना सॅलरी किती आहे, या सगळ्या गोष्टी मी माझ्या क्युरियोसिटीनं पाहत होतो. पण आज जर मी पाहिलं, तर त्या पद्धतीचं मोटिवेशन मुलांना मध्ये नाहीये. मुलांना कुठलेही लेक्चर, आता तुम्ही लेक्चर देताय, तर ते प्रत्येक लेक्चर त्यांना असं वाटतं की हे जस्ट एक तत्वज्ञानासारखं सांगतायत, याचं काही नाहीये. पण आज जर तुम्ही त्याला अटॅच केलं की मनी मॅटर जरी तुम्ही त्याला लावलं, तरी सुद्धा तुम्हाला कळेल की बेसिकली तुम्हाला खूप चांगला जॉब मिळू शकतो इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये. ग्रोथ पण
ऍक्च्युली
आहे.
काय ते मुलं काय आहे की कम्फर्ट झोनच्या बाहेर जाऊन काही करायची तयारी नाही त्यांची.
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
आणि मिसकन्सेप्शन जास्त आहे की इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये खूप काम करावं लागते आणि पेमेंट खूप कमी आहे आणि आपला कोणत्याही वेळेस आपल्याला काढून देऊ शकतात, अशा टाईपचे मिसकन्सेप्शन जनरली रुरल एरियाच्या विद्यार्थ्यांमध्ये आहे. आणि दुसरं एक त्यांच्या डोक्यात असं चालतंय की मला कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह एक्झाम द्यायचं, ते क्वालिफाईड करायचं. पण एव्हरीबडी विल नॉट क्वालिफाय द कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह एक्झामिनेशन. यू हॅव टू चूज द अदरवाईज वेज ऑल्सो.
सर ऍक्च्युली मी आता जे पाहिलं ना सर, इव्हन माझंही बॅकग्राऊंड खेड्यातलं आहे. मुलं आहेत ना सर, मरणाला रात्र आडवी अशा टाईपचं बिहेव करतात आई वडिलांसोबत सुद्धा. म्हणजे सिम्पल लॉजिक सांगतो तुम्हाला, ज्यावेळेस ते एंट्री घेतात बीएससी ला त्यावेळेस सांगतात की मला पीएचडी करायचं, मला असं करायचं तसं करायचं, भरपूर काहीतरी ते सांगतात. ज्यावेळेस त्यांचं एमएससी होतं त्यावेळेस ते सांगतात की मला आता एमबीए करायचं, मग तुम्ही 10 लाख रुपये भरा सिम्बायोसिस कॉलेजमध्ये. ज्यावेळेस त्यांचं एमएससी होतं त्यावेळेस सांगतात की नाही नाही मला आता कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह एक्झाम द्यायची, की जी कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह एक्झाम तुम्ही बीएससी नंतर सुद्धा देऊ शकता. म्हणजे आई वडिलांना एक प्रकारे तुम्ही जेरबंद करता, की त्यांना असं वाटतं की मी मुलांना शिकू शकत नाही, मी पैसे लावू शकत नाही, अशा टाईपचा एक माइंडसेट असतो. पण मला असं वाटतं ना पर्टिक्युलरली की मुलांनी आई वडिलांना त्रास देणं, तुम्हाला असं वाटतं ते की 2 वर्ष मी त्यांना त्रास दिलाय, पण आयुष्यभराचा त्रास तुम्ही स्वतःवर ओढून घेताय, असं मला पर्सनल माझं मत आहे.
म्हणजे आपल्या या टोटल टॉकचा अर्थ असा घेऊ इच्छितो, कारण सगळेजण मराठी भाषिक आहे,
हा
की बा तुम्ही करेज थोडस जर करेज केलं आणि कम्फर्ट झोनच्या बाहेर निघाले तर आपण बऱ्याच गोष्टी साध्य करू शकतो. कारण
नक्कीच
की
सर,
विदिन कम्फर्ट झोन मध्ये तुम्हाला काही भेटणार नाही.
काहीच मिळणार नाही. आणि सर मी तुम्हाला सांगतो, आज जर असं मिसकन्सेप्शन आहेत ना की इंडस्ट्रीमधून लोकांना काढून टाकतात वगैरे, सर भरपूर इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये अशी परिस्थिती आहे की रिझाईन टाकल्यानंतर त्या माणसाला विचारलं जातं तुला काय सॅलरी पाहिजे मला सांग. म्हणजे जर एखादा माणूस 10 लाखाची सॅलरीवर तिथं असेल आणि त्याला आधी पुढच्या कंपनीमध्ये 35% हाईक मिळून जर तो 14 लाखावर जात असेल, तर ही एक्झिस्टिंग कंपनी त्याला रिटेन करते की बाबा तू थांब, तू आमच्यासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट आहे, तू आमच्या डिव्हिजनचा कणा आहे आणि तू थांब आमच्यासाठी. इथपर्यंत सर तुमचे हे असलं पाहिजे. पण त्यासाठी आहे ना सर, सुरुवातीला तुम्हाला खूप द्यावं लागतं कंपनीला, आणि त्या पद्धतीचं तुमचं जर ऍटिट्यूड असेल ना तर तुम्हाला कोणीही काढणार नाही आणि तुम्हाला रिटेन करण्यासाठी लोक प्रयत्नशील असतील की तू थांब. नाहीतर कंपनीचा सर, आज मी तुम्हाला साधं गणित सांगतो, मी ज्या बिझनेसमध्ये काम केलेलं आहे लुब्रिकंट ऍडिटिव्हचा बिझनेस, तर तो बिझनेस आमच्या कंपनीचा सर ऑलमोस्ट 400 करोडचा बिझनेस आहे सर. आज जर तेवढा बिझनेस असेल आणि माझं जर इनपुट त्याच्यामध्ये काही असतील तर डेफिनेटली मला कोणी काढणार नाही कंपनीमधून.
बरोबर बरोबर.
हा, त्यामुळे तो तसा माइंडसेट नसायला पाहिजे. पण मी पाहिलं ना सर, जनरली मुलांना कसं वाटतं की समजा तुम्ही माझ्या ओळखीचे आहात, तुम्ही मला एखादा सीव्ही दिला तर सरांचा ज्युनियर आहे आणि तो मला घेईल म्हणून मला नॉलेज नसलं तरी चालेल, अशा टाईपचा एक माइंडसेट असतो. तर ते कामाचं नाहीये, कारण कंपनी माझी नाहीये. मला ज्यावेळेस माझा एखादा सीव्ही फॉरवर्ड करावा लागेल कंपनीमध्ये, त्यावेळेस त्याच्यामध्येही ती क्वालिटी लागेल आणि त्याला तो क्रॅक करता आला पाहिजे इंटरव्ह्यू वगैरे.
बरोबर बरोबर. आणि मला असं वाटतं की मुलं फारसं मिसकन्सेप्शन बाळगून इथं 7-8 हजारावर नोकरी करतात. म्हणजे कॉलेजेसमध्ये किंवा कॉन्व्हेंटमध्ये 7-8 हजारावर नोकरी करतात. तर मला असं वाटतं की त्यांनी थोडंसं आउट ऑफ कम्फर्ट झोन गेले आणि काही त्यांना काय, एक तर त्याची भीती वाटते की आपलं कोणी ओळखीचं नाही, म्हणजे इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये जायचं म्हटलं तर ओळखीचं नाही किंवा आपण तिथपर्यंत कसं पोहोचू. आता आपल्या वेळेस सारखं तर नव्हतं की मोबाईल नव्हते, काही नव्हते. आता सगळं अवेलेबल असून ते कम्फर्ट झोनच्या बाहेर जाऊ इच्छित नाही. म्हणजे त्याच्यासाठी त्यांना कॉन्फिडेंटली बाहेर निघावं लागेल आणि आपण जे फेस केलं तशा पद्धतीनं फेस करून ते सगळ्या गोष्टी करू शकतात असं वाटते. आणि इन फ्युचर टाइम वी विल डेफिनेटली डू समथिंग, the college and industry collaborations, and some students are needy and they are having that potentials, so we will definitely do in the future. And thank you for your guidance and for your nice lecture, and we came to know that all the aspects of the industry, which sections are there, which departments are there, and what qualifications are required. So thank you, Nitin, for your wonderful talk.
Thank you.
सर एक प्रश्न विचारू का?
थँक्यू सो मच.
हो
सर
विचारू
प्रश्न
शकता.
होता, मी धारणेवरून अहमद शेख बोलतो सर. तर जसं म्हणलं सरांनी बऱ्यापैकी कॉन्टेक्स्ट घेतलेला आहे की स्टुडंट जे ग्रामीण भागामध्ये कॉन्फिडन्स नसतो, नॉलेज असते पण कॉन्फिडन्स नसते, त्यासाठी आपण आता बरेचसे असे वर्कशॉप ऑर्गनाईज करत असतो, बरेचसे कोर्स असतात ऑनलाईन, त्यांना सर्व काही भेटते. पण तरीही विद्यार्थ्यांची मानसिकता अशी होत नाही की सरांनी म्हणल्याप्रमाणे की तितक्या दूर कसा जाऊ, मी गाव सोडून जाऊ कसा. मग तिथे सॅलरी, हँडसम सॅलरी असून सुद्धा इथे 7-8 हजारावर काम करायला तयार होतात विद्यार्थी, पण बाहेरगावी जाऊन समजा चांगली सॅलरी घ्यायला त्यांची मानसिकता होत नाही. तर नेमक्या असं काय अजून काही वेगळे टूल्स आहेत का की अकॅडमिक टूल्स की जे आपण वापरून त्यांना पुढे प्रोग्रेसिव्ह बघू शकतो त्यांना आपण, की आपल्याला अजून काय करता येईल समजा त्याच्यामध्ये. आता हे
अ,
वर्कशॉप वगैरे घेणे, प्रोग्राम वगैरे घेणे आपण सर्व तर करत असतो.
ओके.
तर माझ्या मते एक आपला आहे की जो फिजिकल कॉन्टॅक्ट आणण्यासाठी जसं पहिल्यांदा आता मोठमोठ्या कॉलेज होत असतात ते प्लेसमेंट ड्राईव्ह ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, थोडं त्या दृष्टीने करून समजा इंडस्ट्रीमधून किंवा तुमच्यासारख्या लोकांकडून समजा अप्रोच जर झाला
हा
तर
हा.
ग्रामीण भागातल्या लोकांसाठी थोडस चांगलं फायदेशीर असेल सर.
मला तरी असं बेसिक वाटतं की कॉलेज लेवलला आहेत ना, कॉलेज लेवलला जनरली इंडस्ट्रीचे प्रॉब्लेम आणले पाहिजेत आणि त्या इंडस्ट्रीच्या प्रॉब्लेमवर काम केलं पाहिजे. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही बाहेर जाल, आता मी सुरुवातीला सांगतो, मी व्हीएमव्ही कॉलेजमधून गेलो होतो, तर त्यावेळेस मी एनसीएल ला ज्यावेळेस इंटरव्ह्यू दिला, तर माझेच काही सिनियर होते आणि आम्ही सगळे होतो. आम्ही सगळ्यांनी एकच प्रोसेस सांगितली, ऍसिटोनाइट सिंथेसिस. कारण आमच्या प्रोसेसच त्या होत्या की ब्रोमिनेशन, ऍसिटोनाइट सिंथेसिस वगैरे. आणि नंतर मग कळालं की अरे आपलं खूप वीक वाटतं यांना, पण जनरली केमिस्ट्री जर चांगला असेल तर बाकीच्या गोष्टी तुम्ही इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये शिकू शकाल. पण यासाठी आहे ना, तुमची एक ऑब्झर्वेशन स्किल चांगला असलं पाहिजे, त्यानंतर प्रॅक्टिकल हँड खूप चांगला असला पाहिजे. त्यामुळे तुमच्या लॅब वगैरे ज्या आहेत ना, त्या खूप इक्विप झाल्या पाहिजेत. म्हणजे आज सिम्पल मी सांगतो, मी ज्यावेळेस इंटरव्ह्यू घेतो त्यावेळेस मुलांना साधा पीएच, पीके याच्यातला सुद्धा फरक सांगता येत नाहीये, केमिस्ट्रीचं मेकॅनिझम सांगता येत नाही. त्यातल्या त्यात आता असं झालेलं आहे सिस्टीम मध्ये की सगळं ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह झालंय, त्यामुळे लोकांना रिएक्शन मेकॅनिझम सुद्धा लिहिता येत नाही. म्हणजे प्रॉब्लेम झालेला आहे. कारण व्हॉट्सअप केमिस्ट्री आलेली, व्हॉट्सअप युनिव्हर्सिटी आलेली, 4 लाईनमध्ये नॉलेज असं वाटतं लोकांना की सगळं झालं मला. तशा टाईपचं होत नाही. आता गव्हाळे सर आमचे सिनियर होते, त्यांना विचारा की आमच्याकडे बुक्स लायब्ररीतून घेण्यासाठी भांडणं व्हायची की कोण कोणतं बुक घेतंय, कोण कोणतं नाही घेत, आणि सगळे बुक ऑक्युपाय असायचे. तर त्या पद्धतीचं ऍटिट्यूड असलं पाहिजे असं मला वाटतं इंडस्ट्री म्हणजे अकॅडमिक मध्ये ऍटलिस्ट.
थँक्यू सर.
Thank you, Nitin.
थँक्यू.
We will proceed with the next lecture by Nitin Lad, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Patil sir, for such an informative session. So now for the introduction of our final speaker, I invite Mr. Varun Mahalle sir, Head of Department of Chemistry, SSKR Inani Mahavidyalay, Karanja Lad, to introduce our final speaker, Dr. Nitin Lad sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I welcome resource person of this session, respected Dr. Nitin Lad sir, respected teachers, researcher, faculty member, and all dear students. I am Varun Mahale, and it's my honor and privilege to introduce respected Dr. Nitin Lad sir. Having a brilliant academic education, let me introduce the educational qualification of Dr. Nitin Lad sir. He has done graduation in this subject, chemistry, botany, zoology, in the year from 1999 to 2002 from GS College, Amgaon, affiliated to Amravati University, Amravati. His post-graduation completed in the year 2004 with the specialization of organic chemistry from postgraduate teaching Department of Chemistry, Amravati University, Amravati, with 72% marks. Dr. Nitin Lad awarded the PhD degree from Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune, formerly known as Pune University. Research area include design, synthesis of nitrogen and sulfur-containing heterocycles, mainly analogous of quinoline, sultam, and development of new synthetic methodologies. Research work is completed under the supervision of designated Dr. Nitin D. Gaikwad, KTHM College, Nashik. Talking about the professionalism, Dr. Nitin Pilar has vast experience in process, research and development, process optimization, process characterization, and having many more countless objectives are there in dealing, planning, and understanding. Dr. Nitin Lad is very competent in his career, and that will inspire us. In his professional career, Sir has performed many responsible positions. One of them is he has worked as a project assistant, that is NTPC project in 2006. Now, I would like to talk about the inspiring and amazing employment history of Dr. Nitin Lad. Currently, he is working as a senior group leader at MBO Limited Synthetic Chemistry since April 2024 to present date. In Aarti Industries Limited as a Senior Manager, CSD and API Division, Dombivli, Mumbai from 2022 to 2024. Designated as a Senior Scientific Manager dated on 4th October 2021 to 2022 at Arajan, Hyderabad, India. At Piramal Pharma Solution, Ahmedabad, India as a research scientist from 2017 to 2021. Similarly, there are plenty of employment and designated included in his career, awarded with many scholarship and lot of tremendous achievements. With an impressive academic and professional background, he has authored multiple research papers in reputed journals with significant impact factor. Also filed several patents related to environmentally friendly processes for pharmaceutical compounds. Dear students, we are very curious to know more about the inspiring journey of Dr. Nitin Lad sir, but due to time restriction, I have to conclude the details. Now I would like to call upon our respected speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Nitin Lad, to deliver his speech. Thank you, and over to you, respected Dr. Nitin Lad sir. Please, sir. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, Varun.
Over to you, respected Nitin Lad sir. Please, sir.
Share करो. झालं का sir? हा. Yes, it is visible. Lad sir, it is visible. Mute आहे का?
Dr. Lad sir, you are not audible.
Hello. I request all the participants not to leave the meeting because there is some technical issue and it will be resolved within 1 or 2 minutes. Hello? All the participants are requested to not leave the meeting because there is a technical problem and it will be resolved within 1 or 2 minutes. Dr. Nitin Lad is going to explore the problems occurred in the industry and what is their solutions. They have designed a solution and they got it patent discussed by Nitin Lad, and what are the opportunities in the industry. It will be discussed later on. So I request all the participants not to leave the meeting.
Hello.
Yes, audible.
Now I am audible. Okay.
Audible.
Okay. Thank
Please
you.
share the screen so that.
Okay. Thank you.
How?
Enter screen करो. So the screen is visible to you.
Yes, clearly visible. You can continue.
So, sorry for interruption.
Yes,
So,
no problem.
the presentation is divided into two parts. First part is I have captured few work of my PhD work. The design synthesis of nitrogen and sulfur containing heterocycles, mainly analogs of quinolines, sultams, and development of new synthetic methodologies. A new synthesis of sultams from amino alcohols, design and synthesis of piperlangomine derived cyclic sulfonamides, design and synthesis of methane sulfonyl benzthiazole analog, and the second part is some few industrial projects. So whatever the work which I am going to share, which I am going to present in front of you, it is already in the public domain, so nothing is confidential. So first start with cyclic sulfonamides. You may heard cyclic sulfonamide or may not, but these sulfonamides, open chain sulfonamides is easily available in the nature. But when sulfonamide is a part of ring, we call it as a cyclic sulfonamides or sultams. To the best of my knowledge, these cyclic sulfonamides not available in the nature. Now see this example, saccharin. Everybody knows saccharin. What is saccharin? Saccharin is nothing but the artificial sweetener. It is about 300 to 400 times more sweeter than sugar. There are few cyclic sulfonamide drugs which is available in the market, like pyroxicam, ampiroxicam, which is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which is available in the market, having cyclic sulfonamide moiety. These cyclic sulfonamides all are synthetic compounds. It is not available in the nature. So we have started the new synthesis of sultams from amino alcohols. In first case, we have used primary amino alcohols. Now you can see this is the alcoholic group, primary amino alcohols. These primary amino alcohols is treated with methane sulfonyl chloride. It will convert it into NO dimesylate, N mesylate as well as O mesylate. We call it as a NO dimesylate. And this NO dimesylate undergoes cyclization. We have used LAED for cyclization. So LAED is the lithium acetylide ethylene diamine complex. So the postulated mechanism for this cyclization is, so this base, it will pull out this proton, and this we will get this cyclic sulfonamide. This cyclic sulfonamide is nothing but the sultams. In first case, we have used primary amino alcohols. Now in second strategy, we have used these secondary amino alcohols. This alcohol is a secondary amino alcohols. To synthesis secondary amino alcohols, it is we have used commercially available starting material phenol. When this phenol is treated with epichlorohydrin, we'll get this epoxy compound intermediate number 9, and then this epoxy compound is open up with aniline, we'll get this secondary amino alcohols derivative. When this amino alcohol derivative is treated with methane sulfonyl chloride, so we have used the methane sulfonyl chloride in a stoichiometric ratio 2.1 equivalent. So it will convert it into NO-dimethylate. Then the same strategy we have applied for the cyclization, that is this intermediate to using LAD at 50 degree. But we have obtained some surprising result. Instead of cyclization, we got eliminated product, that is 18. This product is completely eliminated product. We want to synthesize this cyclized compound, but exclusively we got this uneliminated product using lithium acetylide ethylene diamine complex. So in second option, we have used another option, another base like N-butyl lithium at N-butyl lithium in presence of THF as a solvent. We have done this reaction on 25 degree minus 25 to room temperature. So addition at minus degree, minus 25, then reaction start for room temperature. So we got this cyclized compound. So this is the representative NMR of this cyclic sulfonamide, which is synthesized from primary amino alcohols. Now you can see this CS2, NCS2, and then this CS2 coming here, and NCS2 adjacent to NCS2 is here, and the remaining this CS2. This is the zoom spectra of 1H NMR. It is matching with the mass also. Then whatever the unexpected product we got, that is eliminated product, 1H proton, you can see the molecular weight of unexpected product and whatever the product which we want to synthesize having the same molecular weight, 396. So this is the desired compound which we have obtained by using butyl lithium. Now you can see the NMR. You can see the pattern N benzyl. Because of this AB coupling, this NCS2 it looks like a quartet. Then this CS2 it shows a doublet. This is the particularly AB quartet. Because of AB quartet, it shows a this type of a coupling. Then the mass of the required compound. So in another strategy, we have used L-tyrosine as a starting material. This is also commercially available. First, we are converted into dibromo compound using bromine, then followed by cyclization using paraformaldehyde SBR condition. We'll get intermediate number 39. Then this acid get converted into ester using thionyl chloride and methanol. Then followed by Bock protection using Bock anhydride. Then to remove this dibromo compound, we have used 10% palladium. Hydrogenation condition will get intermediate number 42. Then this 42 compound is we are treated with benzyl bromide in presence of cesium carbonate. DMF will get this intermediate number 43. Then the next step involves the reduction of this ester functional group by using lithium aluminum hydride and THF. Will get intermediate number 44. This 44 compound is treated with 1,4-dioxane HCl, the Bock deprotection. So here we have obtained these amino alcohols. So then these amino alcohols get converted into NO-dimethylate, and further it is cyclized using N-butyl lithium THF at minus 78 degree. We'll get these cyclic sulfonamides. So this is the representative proton NMR of the cycle.
Sir, you are not audible. Sir, you are not audible.
Lard sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
How I am audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Sorry for interruption. So, in our second strategy, we want to modify this natural product. We have selected Piper longumine. So this is the Piper longumine. It is a natural product having cyclic sulfonamide. So this is available in the nature. It is available in the plant, or else you can synthesize in the lab also. So in our modification, we have done the modification on this Piper longumine. So you can see this is the cyclic amide functionality. So here we have introduced cyclic sulfonamide. This is the completely purely synthetic compound. It is not available in the nature. This is available in the nature. So in our retrosynthetic approach, we have used the commercially available starting material. This is chloroethane sulfonyl chloride. When treated with this amine, we'll get this intermediate NPL01. This is the open chain cyclic sulfonamide undergoes ring closing metathesis reaction using the Grubb second generation catalyst. We'll get this cyclic sulfonamide. When this compound, this cyclic sulfonamide is condensed with alpha beta unsaturated compound, that is cinnamic acid. So we will get this this cyclic sulfonamide, that is Piper longumine derived cyclic sulfonamide. So this is the synthetic scheme. First, you can treat this aldehyde. You can take any aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde, and this compound is treated with Wittig reagent. This is stable Wittig. We'll get this alpha beta unsaturated ester compound. Then it is subjected for hydrolysis using lithium hydroxide. We'll get this cinnamic acid derivative. On the another hand, this is chloroethane sulfonyl chloride. We'll get this compound undergoes ring closing metathesis reaction using Grubb second generation catalyst. We'll get this cyclic sulfonamide. Then condensation of this compound 2 and this alpha beta unsaturated cinnamic acid will get required compound. So here we have synthesized library of compounds. Almost more than 22 derivatives we have synthesized. Out of these, 4 compounds are showing very promising anti-cancer activity. So the results which we have published. This is the representative proton NMR of this cyclic sulfonamide. Now you can see these 2 protons. This next to sulfur, this CH is coming here. Then this CH is next to this CH. These 2 protons are coming in the aromatic region. Then this NH is coming here, and next to NH, the CH2 coming here, and followed by this CH2. Then in C13 NMR, there are only 4 peaks. These 2 for this 2 carbon, and these 2 for 1 carbon this and 1 carbon this. So total 4 carbons, 4 peaks in C13 NMR. So this is our required compound, which is exactly similar to Piper longumine. This is the representative proton NMR of this Piper longumine derived cyclic sulfonamide. So these total 6 protons are coming in the aromatic region. These 2 protons from this alpha beta unsaturated compound, and these 2 double bonded 2 protons plus this aromatic. Total 6 compounds are coming in this aromatic region, and the remaining this CS2 from this NCS2, and then total 9 protons from this methoxy group, and this CS2 this CS2 is coming at 2.5 something. This is the proton NMR, like C13 NMR also matching. So out of this 3 to 4 compounds are showing very good promising and anti-cancer activity. So the results which we have published, we have synthesized successfully almost more than 22 compounds of this series. All these compounds we have tested with HeLa cancer cell lines. It is for cervical cancer cell. Out of these 7, 10 and compound number 14, it is showed higher efficiency and produced 50% cell growth inhibition at less than 0.1 micromolar concentration. The result of SRB assay shows the sum of the experimental drugs may be potentially serve as a candidate for cervical cancer treatment, and the further studies may lead to identification of more potent compound as anti-cancer agents. So we have published this chemistry in European Journal of Medicinal Chemistry. Now in third strategy, we have choose this molecule benzthiazoles. Actually, this benzthiazoles is having a very good pharmacological activity. It is having a good anti-tumor, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, psychotic, anti-diuretic, and antimicrobial activities. So there are multiple literature available for the 6 substituted. This is the 2 position, 3 position, 4 position, 5 and 6. So there are multiple literature available on 6 substituted methane benzthioazoles. But if you see, however, the 5 substituted benzthioazoles are relatively rare. So that's the reason we have selected this in our research. So we have used this is the commercially available starting material, 2-amino 5-ethoxy benzthioazoles. This compound 1 undergoes Sandmeyer reaction using sodium nitrate and cuprous chloride in presence of HCl. So we will get this 2-chloro 5-ethoxy benzthioazoles. Then this 2-chloro 5-ethoxy benzthiazole is subjected with sodium methane sulfonate in DMF at 80 degree. We'll get this methane sulfonyl benzthioazoles. This is the key starting materials. We have done the various modification on this intermediate. So this is the representative NMR of this chlorobenzthiazole. So this is the key intermediate, that is intermediate number 3, methane sulfonyl benzthiazole. You can see these aromatic protons. Then next is this ethoxy, this CS2 and this CS3 from this ethoxy group, and one methyl group from methane sulfonyl coming at 3.4. So the molecular weight is also agreement with the structure. So now in next strategy, we have done this. This compound is again subjected for sulfonation. We have used chlorosulfonic acid in presence of chloroform. So we will get this sulfonic acid derivative. Then this sulfonic acid derivative is treated with thionyl chloride. We'll get this sulfonyl chloride. And then this sulfonyl chloride is coupled with different amines. So here we have synthesized a library of compounds having sulfonamide derivatives. These are the some examples which we have synthesized. So the next strategy, this compound intermediate number 3 subjected for nitration. So we'll get this nitro compound. The beauty of this this is the only site which is available for sulfonation as well as nitration. So we got this intermediate 18 nitro compound. This compound nitro compound is subjected for hydrogenation in presence of iron ammonium chloride. We'll get this NH2 nitro 2 NH2. Then again this NH2 compound is treated with chloroacetyl chloride, DMF, and sodium carbonate. We'll get this NaCO CS2Cl. This intermediate 20 again treated with different base in presence of Unix base. We'll get this amide derivative. So here we have synthesized this series of compounds by using this strategy. So the next strategy, we have done the dealkylation on this intermediate number 3. For dealkylation, we have used boron tribromide BBr3 in MDC. We will get this intermediate number 25. Then this 25 intermediate is treated with different alkyl halides. We'll get this alkoxy compounds, ether compounds. So here we have prepared a few examples. So total we have done total 4 series. We have synthesized different functional groups. All these compounds we have done. First we have done the screening on antimicrobial, and few compounds we have tested for anti-cancer activity. So the results are published in BMCL. So now the second part, development of cost-effective process for API and intermediates and technology transfer to production. So this is the some industrial work, but all this work is already in public domain, so nothing is confidential. So first I will show this scheme. This is the total. It is an alkaloid molecule. It is having total 11 step synthesis. So from this 6 to 7 and 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10 and 10 to 11. So these are the many challenges in the current scheme. First step is hydrolysis of this dicarbamate NCOET. When I was joined, before they are using this route, but it was very challenging and complicated chemistry. Lot of process problem, yield issues, extraction problems. So first step I will explain one by one. This conversion of 6 to 7, they are using 25% sulfuric acid, and the reaction is completed within 1 hour. But for workup, they are using sodium hydroxide. Because of sodium hydroxide, lot of sodium sulfate is generated as a byproduct in the reaction. Because of sodium sulfate, so they are not get clear layer separation. They are facing many challenges in the extraction. Because of layer extraction issue, they are getting low yield. This is one challenge. Then the second challenge, they are using this cyclobutane carboxylic acid. Cyclobutane carboxylic acid converted into acid chloride using thionyl chloride. So it is again corrosive reagent. Thionyl chloride is a highly corrosive reagent. Then acid chloride. Then this acid chloride is condensed with this secondary amine. We'll get this amide derivative. Further, this amide derivative is subjected for reduction using lithium aluminum hydride. We'll get this intermediate 9. Then again this intermediate 9. So during LAS reduction also, it is they are facing many challenges for LAS, because LAS is a highly pyrophoric reagent, and commercial scale LH handling is very difficult. So again, then workup problem is again major challenges in the LH reduction, because after a reaction, this lithium aluminum hydride get converted into lithium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide. So a lot of emulsion is generated in the reaction. Again, the separation issue, because of workup issue, here the yield is very low for this particular step. Then the next step is the dealkylation step. In this step, they are using SBR for dealkylation. Because of reaction is very clean, the dealkylation is very clean, but due to SBR, lot of color impurities are generated, and for this they need to purify using column chromatography, just pass column. But commercial scale column chromatography is not viable. But these are the challenges in the current route. There are total 11 step synthesis. So now we have changed the strategy. First, we have done some literature in Scipander. exactly this N-alkylation step is not reported. And this alkyl halide, this cyclobutane methyl bromide, it is commercially available and nobody has done this N-alkylation. So we have used this strategy. First, we have solved this problem, conversion of 6 to 7. So we have not changed the acid. We have kept the acid same, but in previously they are using total 11 equivalent sulfuric acid. We have reduced straight away total 50% reduced sulfuric acid. So the current process we are using only 5 equivalent sulfuric acid. So the rate of reaction is slow. Previously the reaction is completed within the 1 hour, but for we have reduced the quantity of sulfuric acid. To complete the reaction, it needs 4 to 5 hours. The reaction time is increased, but reaction profile is very clean. And then the workup, instead of sodium hydroxide, we have used ammonium hydroxide. We have checked the literature. Here the byproduct is generated using ammonium hydroxide is a ammonium sulfate, ammonium sulfate, and in previous case it is a sodium sulfate. The solubility of ammonium sulfate is 73 gram in 100 ml at room temperature. On the other hand, the solubility of sodium sulfate is only 5%, 5 gram in 100 ml, because that sodium sulfate is poor soluble in water. As compared to this, the byproduct is generated from this reaction is ammonium sulfate, which is highly soluble in water. Once the reaction is completed, the reaction mass is quenched in water. The solid precipitated out, which we have filtered. So there is no extraction. In previously they have done extraction. So without extraction, we got more than 98% pure compound. So there is no extraction, there is no workup issue. The byproduct is generated, it is highly water soluble. So the yield is from almost we are getting 85 to 90% yield for this step. Then the next step is N-alkylation. Here we have done this N-alkylation using sodium bicarbonate. We have used as a solid sodium bicarbonate as an acid scavenger, and the reaction which we have performed using DMF as a solvent, and temperature is 55. We have modified the temperature because at lower temperature the rate of reaction is very slow. The N-alkylation rate of reaction is very slow. If we go for higher temperature, the cauterization reaction will happen. Once the cauterized product, you cannot able to see. It will directly going in water. It will not come out in extraction. So we have done the optimized temperature condition for this reaction, and finally successfully we have optimized the temperature condition as well as solvent and base for this particular N-alkylation step. Finally, we have selected temperature 55 degree, 55 to 60 degree for N-alkylation, and solvent is DMF and sodium bicarbonate as a acid scavenger, because SBR is generated as a byproduct. So once the reaction is completed, just simply quench in water. The solid is precipitated out. Just filter it out. So no need any solvent extraction. We have skipped solvent extraction for particular this step. So here directly we are getting. Hello, I am audible.
Yes.
Okay, so this in previous route, this step is converted to amide, then reduction. First step is converted to acid chloride, then this amide, then reduction. So now the next modified route, directly we'll get this intermediate number 8. Then for de-alkylation we have used thiol and potassium tertiary butoxide for dealkylation. Once the reaction is completed, simply quench in water, and the pH is adjusted using ammonium chloride. The solid is precipitated out. So here also no need extraction for this step. Directly pure compound, which is this is the N-1 compound having more than 99% purity, which we have obtained. And straightway we have this free base is converted into hydrochloride salt, which is the final compound. So now you can see here only total 9 synthetic steps versus 11 steps. Previous route there are 11 steps. Lot of challenges in the previous route: extraction problem, workup problem, hazardous reagents, lithium aluminum hydride is a highly pyrophoric reagent. It is again corrosive reagent, thionyl chloride. So this is the eco-friendly route which we have used total 9 synthetic steps. For this particular modified route, we got patent. This is the patent number. So if you compare this old route versus new route, there are current route, there are total 11 synthetic steps, while in modified route only 9 synthetic steps. So current route, pyrophoric reagent, lithium aluminum hydride, and corrosive reagent like SBr, thionyl chloride. On the other hand, modified route is green and eco-friendly alternative route. So here we have avoided the pyrophoric and corrosive chemicals. The current route, there is a tedious workup due to precipitation of inorganic sodium sulfate. Here there is no any inorganic is generated in all inorganic. Ammonium sulfate is generated. It is highly water soluble. Only the product is precipitated out. Whatever the byproduct is going in MLR, and requires solvent extraction at each and every stage. Here in modified route does not require any solvent extraction and reduce the burden on the environment by avoiding the use of solvents. Then SBR for demethylation lead to development of color impurities, required extra purification, column chromatography. Here the modified route does not require any column chromatography. Whatever the color we have obtained without column chromatography, the yield is improved by 50% over the old process, and the cost is reduced by 70% over the old process. These are the main advantages of this modified process versus old process. This patent already in the public domain for this chemistry. So now moving to the next molecule. This is the P1736. It is for metabolic disorder, antidiabetic molecule. So this is the final structure of 1736. But for the synthesis of 1736, we are using this 3-hydroxyisoquinoline. This 3-hydroxyisoquinoline, it was very expensive. Here we have done this process for the synthesis of 3-hydroxyisoquinoline in a 2 steps. The cost is reduced almost 24,000 per gram to only 70 rupees per gram by using this modified route. The synthesis is we have done in only 2 steps. First step is the condensation of this aniline compound with ethyl diethoxyacetate in sodium methoxide as a base. We'll get this intermediate, and further this compound is undergoes cyclization in presence of sulfuric acid at the reaction which we have done at 0 to 5 degree. We will get this 3-hydroxyisoquinoline. The yield and cost is from 2,400 to 70 rupees only. Then the next molecule is 11187. It is in the it is also same for metabolic disorder. The synthesis consists of two parts. One is head part, and the second is tail part. this bromo compound is treated with this triphenylphosphine. We'll get this VT followed by this intermediate, then rhodium cod catalyst. We'll get this head part. And similarly, this chemistry. I am not going much detail about this chemistry because the challenges which I am going to highlight. These are the two parts, head part and tail part. So the head part and tail part is condensed using cesium carbonate as a base. So we will get this N-1, and this N-1 is a ester compound. This ester compound undergoes hydrolysis using lithium hydroxide. So we will get this final compound. The challenges in the medchem route, this hydrolysis is reaction is going well, but sodium hydroxide, there are a lot of impurities is generated. Then we have switched over lithium hydroxide, which is a mild reagent for hydrolysis. So but reaction, after completion of reaction, we have done the workup. We have screened almost multiple acids to isolate this compound, but n number of acids we are getting. This ring is open up if we use acetic acid, mild hydrochloric acid, or any acid. This oxidant ring is very sensitive. Then we have used mild ammonium chloride for this problem. So ammonium chloride, we have solved this issue. So the ring is intact. There is no any impurity formation. Plus the extraction issues is the main challenges for this step, because very poor solubility of this compound. The solvent which we have screened, finally we have selected ethyl acetate as a solvent for extraction, but initially required 50 to 60 volume for extraction. But 60 volume solvent is not feasible at commercial scale. So we need to develop such a process, and which having we need to reduce the solvent quantity. Then surprisingly, we have done some modification. The same ethyl acetate we have used, but we have done the extraction at, instead of room temperature. Previously, we have done extraction at room temperature at 25 to 30 degree. Then in modified process, we have done this extraction at little higher temperature, like 45 to 50 degree. So surprisingly, we are getting very good result. The solvent quantity previously we are using 50 to 60 volume. Straightway we have reduced only less than 10 volume solvents in current process. Only two challenges. One challenge is this ring is open up in highly acidic media, which we have solvent, which we have solved using ammonium chloride as a mild reagent. And the extraction, instead of room temperature, done the extraction at little higher temperature. So because of a higher temperature, solvents is reduced. So this is the that's all about the chemistry. So friends, opportunity for chemistry students after MSc. These are the opportunities. As in earlier presentation, Dr. Nitin is also discussed many opportunities. I am not going much details about, but you can go through. So first is research and development. You can join after MSc. There are multiple openings in research, as a research scientist, as a biochemist, as a material scientist, as an analytical chemist. In industry, you can apply go for pharmaceutical industry, as a forensic scientist, as an environmental scientist. In academia, you can join as a teaching. Then higher education for PhD and postdoc. You can apply for in India as well as abroad also. Then the other opportunity, you can simply, as a technical writer, you can communicate complex scientific information, then scientific writer, then as a consultant. You can, these are the multiple opportunities after MSc. So that's all about my presentation. So you can ask.
You have mentioned about scientific writer and consultant. What is
Yeah.
the role of the scientific writer and consultant in
Scientific
industry?
writer and consultant means you can, there are many consult, if you see in industry, industry also hired some consultant. Suppose if we are working in chemistry, synthetic chemistry, in many companies they are taking as a consultant, like chemistry consultant. Some industries actually in commercial scale there are operations issues, like suppose if you perform the reaction in lab scale it is you can able to perform the reaction in lab scale, but if you go for commercial scale, there are operations are entirely different, because in lab scale you can you have to perform the reaction in small scale, RBM, but the challenges in commercial scale are different, because the utilities are entirely different in lab scale and plant scale. So the operations issue, for this operations issue, many companies they are taking as a chemical engineer, as a consultant. They are they are using they are giving solution to the operations issue. And then scientific writer, like proposal writing, even many industries like this is the technical writers means any scientific information. uh, Suppose many are the actually one person recently visited in our industry. He is doing one job actually. He is whatever the research paper is not open in our premises. If you give the journal number, even patent number, he will issue. uh, I don't know whatever the whatever the sites they are using, but he is provide whatever the articles if we are unable to download. For this option number 5, you need to you don't need to join any industry, not academia. You can sit at your home. You can do. This is the private job actually. You can.
What is the म्हणजे त्याला बेसिक क्रायटेरिया काय टेक्निकल रायटर किंवा सायंटिफिक
Basic criteria means actually at least you need subject knowledge plus basically in industry they are taking consultant from like uh, uh, institute professor or like CSR lab scientist. They are taking they are hiring as a consultant.
if anyone from the university like me, they can also apply for this position, consultant and scientific writing.
You can apply, no problem.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thank you for your information and nice presentation on different. I think it is totally synthesis of compound, and it got patentized also.
Yes.
So many of our students are wishing to join the PhD in different institutions and IIT and ISER, and many have joined. As you mentioned here, acknowledgement, Dr. Praveen Upre, He has
Yeah.
also delivered a guest lecture in last workshop about the youth leadership at a global level. So at that workshop, he was present, and he also delivered a totally synthetic synthesis lecture on the synthesis and biomass and something that is his topic.
Yes, yes.
So I
Yeah,
think
I feel that, biomass is a very good advanced technology in R&D. It is a
yes, yes.
conversion.
सो आय थिंक आपल्याला म्हणजे या रुरल एरियातल्या मुलांसाठी अशा पद्धतीचं वर्कशॉप याच्यासाठी आयोजित करतो कारण डिफरंट प्लेसेसला जे आपल्या एरियातले सर्वजण आहे तर त्यांच्या थ्रू ऍटलिस्ट गायडन्स भेटून मोटिवेट तरी झाले पाहिजे. ऍटलिस्ट 1 or 2% स्टुडंट गेट मोटिवेटेड फ्रॉम दिस वर्कशॉप. So if there are certain opportunities for the UG level and PG level candidates, you may inform us and suitable candidate will be uh, selected by you. I think that will be beneficial for the
Yeah, sure.
our area student.
Yes, yes.
Very nice and wonderful lecture, and I think we enjoyed it thoroughly. But
Yeah.
due to some technical issues, somewhat technical glitch is there. So
Yeah.
I think this will happen in online lectures. So
Yeah, yeah.
overall, it is a very good lecture and technical session.
Yeah,
So
one
I
thing,
think,
yeah.
yes.
Sorry
Yes.
to interrupt you. One thing I want to highlight, actually, in my current organization is MBio Limited. Here we have two main departments. One is biotechnology department and one is synthetic chemistry department. So I am working in a synthetic chemistry department. So basically our molecules are, it is a combination of biotechnology and synthetic chemistry. So if the molecule is let's say 10-step synthesis or 5-step synthesis, out of 10-step synthesis, one step is bioconversion, remaining are synthetic. So it is a combination of biotechnology and synthetic chemistry. That's the name is MBio.
Yes. Yani, both the faculties are working.
Yeah, yes, we have a separate biotechnology department and separate synthetic chemistry department, but the products are mainly combination of these two.
So it is a use of both the
Yeah.
brilliant brains of biotechnology and chemistry.
Yes. Thank you for giving me opportunity to present.
Thank you very much, sir. So, as we come to the conclusion of today's insightful national webinar, and it is time for our valedictory. So, we had an express our gratitude to everyone who contributed to making this event a grand success. So now to officially extend our gratitude, I invite Mr. Vayan Charjan sir to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's my pleasure to honor to extend the heartfelt vote of thanks on this special occasion. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chairperson, Mr. Bhaskar Dada Tompe, for invaluable leadership and continuous support, research and collaboration. A special thank to our chief guest, Dr. Vijay K. Tompe and Dr. R.S. Ramteke sir for the motivating words for gracing this occasion with their presence. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Captain Dr. S.T. Gaikwad, for taking the time to grace this occasion with his presence. Your inspiring words and valuable insight have truly a special thank to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Dhanaji V. Javle, Dr. Nitin Patil, and Dr. Nitin Lad for their thought and provoking address. Your expertise and wisdom have left a lasting impact on us. Truly appreciate the effort you took to be here today. A big thank you to our convener, Dr. N.D. Gawade, and organizing secretary, Dr. S.S. Subarande, along with all the organizing committee members for their efforts and smooth execution of this event. Your dedication and hard work are commendable. A heartfelt thank you to all the colleges of head collaborating this event. Your collaboration has played the crucial role in making this event is successful. I would like to thank Mr. Kishore Selki sir. Also thanks to Mr. Sheikh sir and Mr. Malle sir to making this event successful. To all our esteemed guest colleges and participants, UG and PG students, to thank you for being a part of this occasion and making it more meaningful. Last but not least, I extend my gratitude to our technical team, event coordinator, and everyone who contribute the any way to making this event is grand success. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lard, for
Thank
your
you. Thank you.
valuable time and all other resource persons who have contributed in this workshop. We will definitely meet after some time in holidays. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. And everybody can leave the meeting.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.